Mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Who?
Once we step up in the party, what are you going to do? Arsenal fan, TV America.
Arsenal fan TV America, welcome
no
back.
No more World Cup edition.
Yes, no more.
Welcome back to our regular show. Only, we're going to talk about this Boxing Day.
Boxing Day, which is
the day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas. So all the football, Premier League football that is, the day after Christmas, we call it Boxing Day, really.
And you know what? That meant 14 teams played against each other.
Yep, 14 teams today played 7 games.
7 games. We're going to start with Arsenal, obviously.
Obviously, the last game of the day. We're going to start with it, but it's Arsenal Fan TV America. The greatest Arsene Wenger was sitting in the stadium today.
Oh my God! Welcome back.
This is his first
time. It's insane.
To the Emirates since he left.
That was cool.
And the boys went out and
picked up where they left off. They put on a show for real.
They put on a show for him. I was very happy to see Arsenal back in a good shape, in a good spirit. They showed some fighting spirit.
Yes, because it was like the first. We rarely go down, basically.
Absolutely. So let's start first by who played for Arsenal Football Club today. What changed?
All right, so we had Gabriel in the back with Saliba, KT, and Ben White.
Correct.
Great back four,
yes.
in my opinion. Very
same
exciting.
back four since we left off.
Same back four. And really, the only change, speaking of same back four, the only change was Eddie Nketiah for Gabriel Jesus.
That's up front, really. So, yes, same exact back four sitting on top of them. Today, I saw one only sitting in front of him, which is Thomas Partey. We were playing more forward.
That's
why they used that counter-attack. They kept sitting. They played. David Moyes is no...
Yes, and that
rookie manager.
West Ham was a surprisingly strong team. Every time I saw some more players, I was like, wow.
And David Moyes was, don't forget,
Man United,
Everton time, he was the coach of Mikel Arteta. So today they play each other's. But let's go back to our lineup. Thomas Partey sat in front of those 4.
And then we had Odegaard on top of him.
Then we had Granit Xhaka and Odegaard left
what
and
a
right.
great duo.
Bukayo Saka on one wing, Gabriel Martinelli on another, and Eddie Nketiah, like you said, replaced Gabi Jesus, the broken, but he was actually at the Emirates. We saw him today. We saw Arsene Wenger once again. There's only one Arsene Wenger, and we heard the whole entire stadium going at it. There's only one Arsene Wenger.
That was so cool.
Yes,
they were chanting his name. We feel it.
First half, unfortunately, William Saliba. Let me put it this way: I think him sitting out for France in the World Cup, he lost a bit of sharpness.
But I feel like he regained it throughout the rest of the game.
Oh, absolutely. But he should have made the first tackle.
Before the ball bounced. Watching it like
absolutely
that.
Right.
And even with the way he slid in, he was trying to pull back. But whatever. It's a penalty.
It is what it is. Yeah. It's the minimal of contact.
Yeah, that's.
But here's what I'm just asking Michael Oliver. Be consistent. If you're gonna give them that, give us also our calls. And I'm talking to all referees because, again, referees, I don't know what to say, but what is VAR for? It's video assistant referee. And today I'm watching a game, the Everton game versus Wolves, which we're going to get to. And this player bluntly just go in and push that player and then, trip him that.
As he was jumping at one point, he pushed him down to get up high.
Again,
it was wild.
Unbelievable.
Today was a really great day for football. We were lucky.
Yeah, we were. Arsenal was lucky today because we came into the second half
strong in the second half.
And we were very strong. We were lacking that 1-2 run.
They just took one too many passes, one too many touches, one too many. Instead of the quick give and go.
And run in space. Create space so you can get the ball.
So you can take people with you.
Even though, exactly, if you're not going to get the ball. But just moving into space, create that extra pass for the whole entire team.
Yeah, so they can move up.
Exactly. Absolutely. So we saw Arsenal come in second half. And oh my God, football is beautiful.
So beautiful.
The first goal.
Saka.
Bukayo Saka.
Wow.
I think Martin Odegaard was shooting that ball.
I think so too.
But it turned out to be an incredible pass that went into Bukayo Saka's path. He basically stopped it with the right foot, just like the book says. Opened up his body, put it with the left foot on Fabianski, ex-Arsenal goalkeeper, on his right. Not so sorry. So that was the first goal, and I was relieved.
Woo!
I knew it would come back.
You're right. I felt it too.
You said you would come back. I knew this would be the same exact identical game we played before. They scored, and then we come back 3. So it's 3-1. And here you go. Second
We have
goal
a
by the
history.
incredible Martinelli.
Oh my gosh.
That's the goal that he was supposed to score for Brazil.
And he saved it for us.
In the World Cup. But his coach chose not to put him on and chose to put some Flamengo guy from Brazil, Pedro.
Right.
But thank you for doing that, Brazilian
Saving
coach.
him.
Tete, thank you.
This
Now he's scored it for us.
And then the way he shot to himself was some of
stop, drag, shoot.
Live, it was so pretty.
Exactly.
Tick to him. Oh,
it's just
oh.
Listen, football can be very, very simple, and it can produce phenomenal goals just like that. And we move on to the third goal, and here it is for
Eddie and Ketia.
2-year
we were
goal.
just talking
Yes,
about this amazing.
You were just
talking
about
it's all about the way you take the ball. That's what people really need to understand. It's like it seems simple, the game. It's all about touching and moving and going.
Turn.
But it's all about the way you receive the ball and
turn. Absolutely. But I'm going to start back a little bit with Ben Wyatt's clip. Over the defender, the West Ham defender, and then he passes to Odegaard. Odegaard makes room, slide it into.
Goal.
Absolutely beautiful goal. Eddie Nketiah receives it on the fly while he's turning, and then he just scores. And now he shows us why he is doing those extra training sessions after everybody else is going home. Eddie Nketiah, that's what makes Cristiano Ronaldo. That's what makes great players great players. So I'm really happy to hear that he does such and trains extra training sessions. But what a game, you Gunners. Thank you for coming back.
Amazing game.
Boxing Day and winning now.
We
and
missed
you are
them.
how many points?
We are 7 points.
Clear off second, which is Newcastle United.
Which just jumped over Man City, which is now third.
Yep, Man City plays Wednesday.
We are now 10 points ahead of
Tottenham number 4, with a game in hand.
Oh my
we played
God.
15, they played 16. So let's move on real quick, and this is new for Arsenal Fan TV America. We're going to take you over every game that happened today.
Boxing Day.
So we started with the noisy neighbors.
Tottenham tied.
Not so hot Spur. And they tied with Brentford. Brentford went up 2-0.
Yeah. It was actually a really good game.
It was a good game, though. But they got lucky.
Yeah, but also the ref was definitely a part of it.
Absolutely.
Going which way it went.
Absolutely.
Even, I hate to say it, but even against Tottenham, some of the things he was doing
Absolutely,
was
questionable. Was, listen, when you hugged Harry Kane, are you asking him
That's a penalty, I'm sorry.
But the ref didn't give it. And then Harry Kane goes on to push somebody and score, so I guess it worked.
I guess it even now, yeah.
But why? Let's just call everything the right way. That's what we're asking. Anyways, 2-2. Tottenham, like she said, they're fourth now. 10 points ahead. Arsenal is 10 points ahead of them. And a game on hand. Let's move to the second game of the day, to Patrick Vieira's Crystal Palace. I felt sorry for them
and
today.
Fulham. It was a wild game.
Yeah. Number one, Tompkins, whatever his name is. You're an experienced player, West Ham, right? He goes on and makes a stupid foul.
For no reason, all the way in their half, unnecessary.
What's his name, the Serbian?
Oh, Mitrovic.
Against Mitrovic.
Super unnecessary. First of all, you're never going to bring him down like
hanging
that.
On
He's
to
so strong.
His jersey, and it's all the way in the back. You didn't have to do that. Anyways, he gets a first yellow. And then in the second half, fast forward, after they're down one man for a stupid tackle, he's decided to elbow in the face.
He decided.
Don't do that. Don't give a referee. Yeah, 2 reds for Crystal Palace.
Needless to say, Fulham win 3-0.
3-0 for Fulham. We move on. Next, we go to
Everton and the Wolverhamptons.
So let me ask you something now. We're talking about Everton.
Okay.
So Frank Lampard did an exceptional job at Chelsea, and they fired him. Right?
Yeah. They had to get him out of there.
And
so of course you bring him over here. Yeah.
Why?
It only makes sense because they have a small little fishbowl of managers, and if you've been a manager, they'll use you again. That's really. It seems like the way it goes.
It's a bit ridiculous.
Or maybe you've been a player.
Real bad coaching from Frank Lampard. Let me just put it this way: you have Everton as a great, decent team, but Lopetegui coming from Sevilla, this was his first game, and he, I think, managed the game so well.
Yeah, it was tight.
Absolutely,
he pulled it out.
But for them to come and win at Everton at the end, I was proud of Wolverhampton.
Hard work. Yeah.
Hard work. This is Wolves. Hats off for you.
2-1. That game ended. 4 Wolves.
4 Wolves.
Yeah, so good for one manager, not so much for the other.
Not so much for Frank Lampard. It keeps. I don't know. He's not
chances.
Really. Listen, you're a great player. We know that. You're a great midfielder. We know that. But you're not that good of a coach.
Take your time to learn it, I guess.
I think he's too cocky to learn. He seems like, I know it all. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe not. But just not impressive at all. If I'm the owner of Everton, I'll be like, thanks, son. No thanks. You're not somebody to build.
Let's move on. There's other ones that
there's no
available.
Solidarity in the team. There's no togetherness in the Everton team. It's weird. Hey, listen. Everton lost after going 1-0 up in the first like 6-7 minutes from the first half, at home, they lost to Wolves 2-1. We move on to the next. Leicester City. Oh my God, what is wrong with Brendan Rodgers these days at Leicester City?
Or maybe we give props to Newcastle for.
Hey, listen, Newcastle are playing exceptional football. New young manager they have is doing well for them.
Yeah.
And we see Joe Willock, the ex-Arsenal, his team is doing really, really well. Newcastle beat Leicester City 3-0 from a very, very strong Newcastle performance. But I don't know, lethargic Leicester City.
Huh.
I wasn't even when Gray came in the second half, I know he's a good player. Didn't do much. Leicester City just didn't have it.
It's all about the manager. Yeah. Motivating, I guess.
Absolutely.
Getting the best out of them.
Absolutely. Better go back to Everton here for a second. We just talked about, but Frank Lampard, you have Ghana in the middle. That's one of the best midfielders ever, but he's not performing.
And you have Iwobi, who you know can do things, and
they have players.
You're right.
They have players. So Leicester City lost to Newcastle, the
Magpies.
They beat them 3-0.
3-0.
Yep.
All right. Next, Southampton took on Brighton Hove Albion.
Yes.
And the Brighton Hove Albion somehow won.
Yes.
3-1.
3-1.
A lot of goals today.
I didn't think that Southampton would be easily beaten by Brighton.
Oh, no. I didn't expect it either.
Right? But, hey.
That's the beauty of this Premier League at this point is all of the teams have players that are recognizable, talented, have the experience and skill. So it's like
the manager.
Yeah, it's all comes down to the manager because any of these teams are capable of winning and doing something impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we move on next to
Liverpool.
Yep. And Aston Villa.
And they played Aston Villa. They played good old Unai Emery, the ex-Arsenal manager that went to Villarreal.
He was very animated on the sideline.
Aston Villa, and they played Liverpool. First goal
for a tough game for them.
Absolutely. For Liverpool by Mo Salah. It was really a good 1-2-3.
Yes, impressive.
To be down offside. The second, Mo Salah got an assist, gave it to Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, just tapped it to him nicely.
Exactly. Aston Villa was able to pull one back, but the 18 years old from...
That was his first game, Ollie. Yeah, and he got it.
First game.
That was really cool.
Scored really cool goal, too. He's confidence. That's good for him.
So true. The way he took it, all calm and cool. He had a lot to do left once he still got the ball, but yeah.
Weird kit by Liverpool. That green was but not so bad of a performance. And again, Salah grabs a goal and an assist.
And Liverpool end up winning 3-1.
Exactly. Liverpool ended up winning 3-1. So let's go to the Premier League table real quick. Okay. So for the teams that played today, Arsenal Football Club.
Top, sitting pretty.
Come on, you Gunners. Thank you. Sitting on top of the Premier League, game in hand, and we are...
It's amazing.
Yep.
We are 7 points on top of a surprising Newcastle.
Yeah, 33 points for Newcastle. They're second after they beat Leicester City today.
Man City play Leeds next.
Correct.
Man City are third.
Wednesday.
And then we have Tottenham fourth.
Tottenham played today. They drew with Brentford. They're fourth.
And we're 10 points ahead of them.
Yep, they have 30 points. So we have 40 points. They played 16. We played 15. So today, after Liverpool's win 3-1,
they're sixth.
They're at number 6 on the table with 25 points.
And then sitting below them, Brighton Hove Albion, who also played today.
Yes.
On 24 points.
Correct.
Sitting at 8, Fulham, who played today, with 22 points.
Yes, Fulham, as we know, they played Crystal Palace.
Who are now 11th place.
Exactly.
With 19 points.
Yep.
And then Aston Villa is sitting under them, 12th, with 18 points.
And Leicester City, after the loss today to Newcastle, we're sitting number
13. Lucky.
13 on
in my opinion, it's a lucky number with 17 points.
And Everton today, after Wolves beat them,
they're in a precarious situation with 17.
They're number 17. They're relegation.
Right, so one above there, right? It's very tight.
And Everton has 14 points. And now Wolves, after they beat them, they go right below them. Number 4. Yep.
With 13 points as well.
With 13 points, number 18 in the Premier League. Wolves, not so good, but hey.
They can do better,
The new manager is there for a reason.
To revive them.
And then Southampton today,
with
the loss, they go to the bottom of the Premier League. They lost to Brighton.
Brighton Hove took them out. Dang.
Yep, and that was Boxing Day for you. Back with all the action. We discussed every single game for you, so we will see you soon. Arsenal play next
Saturday. Brighton Hove Albion, we will play against them.
Yes.
And we will cover cover the rest for you in between then.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Arsenal Fan TV America. Don't forget,
Like,
share,
subscribe.
and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.